Hello everyone, it's the Doctor, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. We are on Rassilon, our science officer, our Romulan science officer, and we are continuing the storyline missions that we need to complete with Rassilon. If you have not watched my last video, please watch that first. I have made many updates to Rassilon, specifically on the Toll War Dreadnought Warbird. I now have a very good build going. However, it is still not complete, but it is definitely getting to that point, getting close to it once I get several more things. Anyway, if you didn't watch that video, here's just a brief look at what I've got on the Toll War. You can pause and just consume everything you see on the screen. As for my bridge officers themselves, I have upgraded our weaponry. I am using a Voth anti-proton wide beam array pistol. I love it. And then I do have the Jem'Hadar Polaron full auto rifle to coincide with the Jem'Hadar armor and shields for the 2-piece and 3-piece set bonus on that Jem'Hadar set. For my officers who are on the ground, I have upgraded all of them to wonderful nanite disruptor compression pistols, Mark 11, very rare. And I have these weapons thanks to somebody who sent these to me in mail. You know who you are. Thank you so much for sending me these weapons. I have equipped all my bridge officers with them, so now my bridge officers have good weaponry on the ground, and I love these nanite disruptor compression pistols. They're simple, they're easy, and very good quality here, so that will be nice. And I have it on all of them. Now, what I don't have upgraded yet is their shields and armor, but you know, that'll come later. I'm not too worried about it at this point, though I guess I should be, because I'm kind of nearing the end missions, but oh well. But now it's time to complete or finish working on the storyline. We finished the Cardassian struggle in the last couple of videos. Boldly They Rode. We finished that whole series. Now it's time for the Borg Collective. Now the thing about the Borg Collective is these are cross-faction missions with Federation and KDF. However, that's not all of them. You're missing a few of them. This is a smaller set of those missions. Basically, the Federation side has more of them, or all of them. The Romulan side, it's only got 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's only got collateral damage, asset recovery, and state of Q. It's missing assimilation, it's missing another one that I know of, and maybe another one. So it's missing a few of the Borg missions from the Federation side, which I don't really understand, especially assimilated. I could see that one in the Romulan storyline, so I don't understand why that would be not here. But it's not. So we just have these 3 Borg missions to hit. Now this report to Gamma Orionis is just simply Detan telling us that we can contact a new contact in Gamma Orionis to get our Borg missions. And her name is 4 of 10. She's a liberated Borg who has been providing Starfleet with strategic information, and last I heard she was stationed on the USS Victory. This little mission is just to get us to the part where we can start the Borg missions. So let's go ahead and do this real quick, and we have to actually go to the Gamma Orionis transwarp conduit, which is in the Sirius sector block. If you look on your map and you go to the galaxy map, it's right there in the Sirius sector block. We need to join Battle Group Omega. And then talk to 4 of 10. And this little battle group has always been here, and this is kind of like the Federation and the Klingons, and I guess now the Romulans, preparing to stop the Borg. And it's always just kind of been here. You can come here. There are contacts you can talk to, but there's really not a need to much anymore. Anyway, she is on the USS Victory, which I see is right over here. So we'll head to it. Hail the USS Victory. And this is 4 of 10. You can ask her what's the situation, how you can help, what's this battle group all about. The Klingon fleet is close to us, all that study. All you got to do is do I'm ready for duty. And that should complete that little mission there, which isn't really a mission, it's just a thing to show us where this thing is at. Now you'll notice I had another little thing here in with the Victory, talk to 410, called assimilation. So what has happened is I have gone through and played the Borg STFs to do the Omega reputation on Rassilon. And I have played Khitomer Accord Ground Elite, which is also abbreviated Cage. And that mission has a special optional in it. If you throw yourself into these radiation chambers before you destroy them, you get an accolade, plus you get a free bridge officer. So I have already done that on this character so that this character would have that bridge officer. It's a Borg bridge officer. So since I've done it, my contact is now 4 of 10, where I can go and complete it and get that bridge officer. So I'll do that right now. Because I did that, I now get the Starfleet Borg Science Officer candidate. So I can accept that, and now basically if I go to my stations, I now have this. Where are you? Oh, you know, wait a minute. Did I not get it? Can you not get it on well, it should be there anyway. It's a Borg. Huh. Oh, maybe I didn't complete it. Oh, assimilation complete. Yes, hail no. Okay, let's try this again. Hail USS Victory. 4 of 10. Collect reward. Ha! Yeah. There you go, guys. That explains my day right there. Okay, so you need to actually go and click it and then do collect reward. Oh boy. Yeah. Talk about a brain fart. Okay, now when I go to stations, now I have it. Starfleet Borg Science Officer candidate. So this is a Borg Science Officer. His abilities aren't that great. He actually is pretty good on ground, though. And I'll go ahead and commission him just to have him in my roster. But you'll see him here. Join. And he is a liberated Borg, but he has the full Borg bodysuit on. So here he is, and you see he's got the full Borg look on him. He's actually a really good ground officer for if you want a science ground officer. He's actually a really good science ground officer. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that little thing because we have it. Now, how to get that little thing, I'll show you when I do the STFs. I haven't done those yet to show you guys how to do the STFs. I know that. It's been lacking. I've been meaning to do it on the Fed side, and I need to do it. But when I get to that and I show you that one, I'll show you how you get that officer. It's real easy. You just need to have some team coordination because once you go and get it, somebody needs to also be at the thing to blow the thingy, the little thingy, before you can continue on. So anyway, I'm just babbling. Now let's go to the real mission, which is called Collateral Damage. Innocent civilians are trapped in the crossfire when the Borg and the Undine clash. Admiral, we are receiving an emergency distress signal from the colony on Hotep 4. The colonists are reporting Borg activity, as well as some strange anomalies that have appeared near the planet. There's no time to waste. Proceed immediately to the Hotep system. The Borg are a threat to everyone, and we get some uncommon armor, which is kind of useless. For this, we need to go to we're in Gamma Orionis. I was going to say, we need to go to Gamma Orionis. Well, we're in Gamma Orionis, because when you exit out of Battle Group Omega, you immediately go to the Gamma Orionis sector block, which is way down here. So we're already in the right system. So now I just need to go to Hotep. Okay, Hotep, and it's straight ahead. So people don't much come here anymore. There was a need in the past to come to Gamma Orionis, especially if you were going to start STFs. That need has surpassed, and a lot of people forget Gamma Orionis is here. Especially the dailies where you go to the Bertrand cluster. That used to be a big thing. It's not anymore. Anyway, let's begin collateral damage. Oh yes, I need to do something else to prepare myself for the Borg. And before we beam down, I'll do that. I'll show you. Alright, sensors are picking up multiple Borg and Undine ships in the system, and there's signs of weapons fire. Yes. Engage the Undine and the Borg. Let's pop my thingamajig. Now, it'll be interesting to see which one it picks. Will it pick the Undine or will it pick the Borg? There it is right now. But I wonder... Oh, okay, see, it took on the Borg. There we go. There's my answer. See how sweet that is? I won't have to do it. Watch it. Look at it. See, it's firing Borg weapons. Oh, and it fires that little thing, which is just so cool. I don't even have to do anything. I'll just sit back here and let my probe do everything. Look at that. Look how powerful it is. And that's just one probe. I need to fire the other one. I actually want to see if it can do a lot of damage here. I'm curious. And that's just one probe. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. I don't even have to do anything. I'll just sit back and take a break.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Wow. Look, it's taken no damage. Nope, now it has. Taken a little bit of damage, but it's still, I mean, not bad. Ooh, it reverted back to its original self. Interestingly. Oh, it almost has it, though. It almost has it. One more shot should do it. There you go. Look at that. I didn't even have to fight the battle. My one probe did it. Oh my gosh. I am thoroughly impressed.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
I was going to see if I could pop another one if I went into the battle mode or cloaked barrage, but I guess not.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Well, let's go help. Oh, now it turned into an Undine. Oh, that's cool. Look, now I have an Undine ship. My drone turned into an Undine. That is so cool.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
My torpedoes didn't even get there. See, that's how slow they are, but it's a lot of them. It's safe to put the ship into standard orbit. Sensors are detecting a heavy Borg presence on the surface. We need to send an away team down and rescue survivors. Now, before I beam down, well, I guess we can do it when we beam down. Okay, let's take my whole crew, because I gotta show you this, or else we're gonna have a problem here. Engage the Borg and help the colonist. Okay. Well, before I do that, I need to go to the replicator, and I need to get these frequency remodulators for my bridge officers. I already have one for myself, because I've already been doing Borg stuff. But my bridge officers don't have one, and they need one if they're going to engage the Borg, because they need to refrequency their weapons as well. And they will use it, so it's important for them to have that. There, now they all have the frequency remodulator. They will use it to overcome the Borg adaptation. And I have mine here, which is this one here. Which takes a long time to do because I don't have the make or adapted set. Okay, now I'm being attacked by Undine. Now the Undine, you don't have to do the adaptation. It's just the Borg. Nice. Very nice. Alright, we need to beam out colonists. First we gotta talk to the colonists. You arrived just in time. A few of us made it out before the Borg shields went up, but there are still some people trapped either by the Borg or by the force fields. Please do what you can for the people here. With the Borg and the Undine on the planet, it's like being an ant between two giants. All you can do is try not to get stepped on. Captain, the Borg technology is interfering with our transporters. If we want to get to the colonists off the planet safely, we'll need to find each one and give them an emergency pattern enhancer. And once that's done, I recommend we investigate the shield surrounding the base. Scanners indicate the survivors are hiding in the buildings near the large Borg shield. We need to hurry. The Borg may find the colonists before we do. Alright, 5 colonists. Get my Borg triple going. So yeah, that remodulator is extremely important because the Borg will adapt to your weapons, and if you do not have that thing on, your weapons will not do any damage to them. So you need to have the remodulator, and your bridge officers also need it because they encounter the same problem, but they will use the remodulator just like you will to remodulate their weapons. So it's very important you have that on them for Borg missions. I love what they've done with the Borg planets. I mean, they have really made them look, you know, like they've been taken over by Borg technology. Even the ground pattern, it's really nice. Here's our first group of Borg. These Borg are not as tough as the STF Borg. See, they've adapted, so I need to remodulate. These Borg are not as tough as the STF Borg, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with them. If you do have trouble with this level of Borg, then you really need to evaluate your setup, because these are the easiest Borg you'll encounter in the game. The STF Borg, especially on Elite, are tough. Okay, here's a group over here. Captain, they've adapted. Can't adapt to kinetic damage though. And the remodulator does take a long time to do its thing. So you just have to be patient. There we go. All right, we're good. Alright, another one. And another group over here.
Personal shield losing power.
Take that. Colonists rescued. We just have one more group left, which is this way. Yeah, so my team's doing pretty good. Haven't had any deaths yet. But the mission that really tests that out is the one that's not on this faction, and that's assimilated. I would love to take this team into that group of Borg and assimilate it, because you can really test out your character there. Because you, at the very end, you can take on the whole room, and there's just a ton of Borg you get overwhelmed with. It's a good test of your abilities. Alright, sensors aren't detecting any more colonists, sir, but our scans are being blocked by the Borg force field. I've been studying that force field, and the Borg are diverting a lot of their energy to keep it up. We should look for generators on the outside of the shield, and disabling or destroying at least 5 of them will get us through. Now, as we do that, we're going to encounter this little problem called Borg being attached to the generators. But we will still do it. Here we go. Once this comes down or blows up, those Borg are going to come to life. Multiple Borgs. But they are easily dealt with. Next. Whoa! She went flying. Okay, that is 2 of 5. No, sir. Three of 5. Nice. Easy. And this will be the last one. Oops. Didn't have him targeted. Captain, I've got another life sign. There's a colonist alive inside the area that was being protected by the Borg force fields. We have to find that colonist before the Borg do. Let's go. Rescue the trapped colonist. And here there's groups of Borg. It's better if you just try to do them one group at a time instead of aggroing everybody at once. I love that Doff ability to suck things in. There we go. I never thought I'd see another friendly face again. I was attempting to download our computer core when the Borg trapped me. Our researchers have been gathering data on the anomalies in space since they first appeared. They're Undine in origin, and our data seems to indicate that they are massive weapons that can level anything on the surface. We know the Undine have weapons that can destroy a planet, but these platforms will kill everything on the surface without destroying the planet. It gets the same result with less resources used. Captain, we're beaming the final colonist to the Eye of Harmony. The computer mainframe he was trying to access is located in the nearby courtyard. Be careful. It appears that the Undine orbital platforms are powering up and targeting the surface of the planet. Oh, yes, they are. Ah! I wanted to see if I could see where it's coming from. Okay, let's run, dodge. Access computer. Beam up to ship. Oh, crap. Right as I was beaming up. In the real world, I'd be dead right now. With the data from the colony's computer core, we now have a full scan of the platforms. See, there's the platforms firing. We don't have any weapons that will penetrate their hulls, but I'm not detecting any shields or transport inhibitors that would stop us from transporting a weapon inside the platforms. If we beam a trilithium charge into the central platform and detonate it remotely, the chain reaction explosion should shut down the remaining units. We'll need to get close to the cannons to make this work, but they don't seem to be able to move or target anything that's not in front of them. If we stay behind them, we should be safe. Should be being the operative word there. Whee! Inertia. Beam explosives to orbital platform. And it's going to make me decloak, of course. But that's done. Now what? Beam explosives to 2 and 3. Should have blown up. It didn't. Uh-oh. Undines. Make your time. Move Zig. All your base are belong to me. That was easy. No problem for our ship. Beam explosives. Nice. Now we go to number 3. Beam explosives. Captain, one of the colonists is asking to speak with you. Admiral, we received a message from some of the other colonists on the surface of the planet. They're launching evacuation shuttles now. They need the RRWI of Harmony's help to escape orbits. The lead shuttle will drop a beacon to alert you that they're ready to move. They're not going anywhere until you are there to escort them. Since the Borg are still in this area, we need to be cautious. Right. Where are they then? This way? What is that? That's a sphere. Let's take this sphere out.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Gotta meet up with the shuttles first, though. Forgot that little part. Now we have to protect them. So you have to get close to them before that mission starts. Or that part of the mission starts. Boy, they are tiny. Okay. Oh, look, they turned into Borg probes, too. That is sweet. Oh, I love those drones.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
And done. Come on, shuttles. And we're done. Accolade complete. Assimilation acquittal. The shuttles are all clear, and I'm not detecting any more Borg in the area. Well done, Captain. We should contact Starfleet. They need to know that the Borg-Undine conflict has spilled over into this region of space. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Maybe not. I have a feeling it really leads nowhere. That's why I wish this faction had the assimilation mission. Because that one was really cool. It was an Undine that was assimilated. An assimilated Undine. That's where this battle is headed. But that mission is not on this faction. Okay, let's turn this in. Collateral damage. We'll just take any old thing because I'm going to just sell it anyway. Good work, Admiral. We've learned more about the Undine technology, but I fear that this isn't the last time we'll see them. Collect reward. Yay. It's basically that. Okay. So that was collateral damage. I hope you all enjoyed that mission. That was just a little something there, not too complicated, but it introduces you to the Borg if you've never played them before, and it's a good starting place to figure out if you've got a good build. Because if you have a lot of trouble with the Borg in these missions, you'll have a lot of trouble in the STFs. So you want to hone your skills here first and make sure you're doing good. These are easy Borg, and once these Borg are easy for you, that means it should be better in STFs. Anyway, that was part of the storyline a little bit there. Not sure really how that, helps the Romulan stuff, but really doesn't. Anyway, it is there, and we've done it. So now we'll move on to asset recovery in the next mission. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next.